UNIP द्वारा पूरे पंजाब ਦੇ 6 ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਗੋਦ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ 'ਚ ਅਜਨਾਲਾ ਦੇ ਹੀ 3 ਪਿੰਡ ਹਨ ਜੋ ਪਰਾਲੀ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਗਾਉਂਦੇ। ਅਜਨਾਲਾ ਦੇ 3 ਪਿੰਡ ਰਜੀਆ, ਪੋਇਵਾਲੀ, ਕਿਆਂਪੁਰ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਯੁਕਤ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰ ਦੇ ਅਧਿਕਾਰੀਆਂ ਅਤੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਐਗਰੀਕਲਚਰ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਗੋਦ ਲਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ 'ਚ ਪੂਰਨ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਪਰਾਲੀ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਅਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਖੇਤੀਬਾੜੀ ਵਿਭਾਗ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਿਸਾਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਅੱਜ ਸੰਯੁਕਤ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਚ ਅਧਿਕਾਰੀਆਂ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਆਮੀਰ ਕਾਸਮ, ਫੂਡ ਐਂਡ ਐਗਰੀਕਲਚਰ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਲੰਡਨ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ, ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸਰ ਯੂਜੀਨੀਨੂ, ਵਿਗਿਆਨਿਕ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਜੈਸਿਕਾ ਮੈਕਾਟੀ, ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸਰ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਡਾਕਟਰ HS ਧਾਲੀਵਾਲ, ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟਰ PEU ਕੈਂਪਸ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ 3 ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਦਾ ਦੌਰਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਅਤੇ ਕਿਸਾਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਇਸ ਵਾਰ ਦੀ ਦਾਣ ਦੀ ਫਸਲ ਦਾ ਜਾਇਜ਼ਾ ਲਿਆ ਗਿਆ। ਇਸ ਸੰਬੰਧ 'ਚ PEU ਦੇ ਕੈਂਪਸ ਦੇ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟਰ HS ਧਾਲੀਵਾਲ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਪਿਛਲੇ 2 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ UNP ਦੁਆਰਾ ਪੂਰੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ 6 ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗੋਦ ਲਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ 'ਚ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਦੇ 3 ਪਿੰਡ ਅਜਨਾਲਾ ਦੇ ਹੀ ਹਨ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਨਾੜ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਤੇ ਫਸਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਘੱਟ ਦਵਾਈਆਂ ਦਾ ਇਸਤੇਮਾਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਿਸਾਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਮਸ਼ੀਨਾਂ ਵੀ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ ਗਈਆਂ ਹਨ, ਇਸ ਕਾਰਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖੇਤੀਬਾੜੀ ਆਸਾਨੀ ਨਾਲ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੋ ਸਕੇ। ਇਸ ਮੌਕੇ ਤੇ ਵਿਦੇਸ਼ ਤੋਂ ਆਏ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਆਮੀਰ ਕਾਸਮ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੀ ਨਿਗਰਾਨੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਤੇ ਰੱਖੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਨ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਹਰ ਵਾਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਖੇਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਣ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹਨ ਤੇ ਖੇਤੀ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਕਿਸਾਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਹਾਇਤਾ ਨਾਲ ਆਸਾਨੀ ਪ੍ਰਦਾਨ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਵਾਤਾਵਰਨ ਵੀ ਦੂਸ਼ਿਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ। ਇਸ ਮੌਕੇ ਤੇ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਜੈਸਿਕਾ ਮੈਕਾਟੀ, ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸਰ USA ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਮੇਂ-ਸਮੇਂ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਫਸਲਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਤਰਫ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਵੀ ਮਾਡਰਨ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਬਣੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਨ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖੇਤੀ 'ਚ ਲਾਭ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ।
ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਜ਼ਿਮੀਂਦਾਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਤੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਉਸ ਹਵਾ ਨੂੰ ਪਲੀਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਉਹ 'ਚ ਸਾਹ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਸਾਡੀ ਸਿਹਤ ਨੂੰ ਵਿਗਾੜ ਆਊਗਾ, ਫਿਰ ਸਾਡੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਨੂੰ, ਸਾਡੇ ਸਮਾਜ ਨੂੰ, ਸਾਡੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਨੂੰ ਹੌਲੀ-ਹੌਲੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਏਰੀਆ ਹੈ, ਚਾਹੇ ਸਮੁੱਚੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਸਾਡੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਂਤ ਹੈ, ਨਾਲ ਲੱਗਦੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰਾਂਤਾਂ ਹੈ, ਦਿੱਲੀ ਤੱਕ ਵੀ ਇਹਦਾ ਅਸਰ ਮਤਲਬ ਅਖਬਾਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਬਚਾਂਗੇ। ਪਾਣੀ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਬਚਤ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਪਾਣੀ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਇੱਕ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੁਦਰਤੀ ਸੋਮਾ ਹੈ ਘਟਦਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੈਪੀ ਸੀਡਰ ਦੀ ਵਰਤੋਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਘੱਟੋ-ਘੱਟ 10-12 ਸੈਂਟੀਮੀਟਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਿੰਜਾਈ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਬਚਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੀ ਧਰਤੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਜੀਵਾਣੂ ਖਤਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੇ ਅੱਗ ਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਪਰਾਲੀ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾੜ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਿਊਟ੍ਰੀਐਂਟਸ ਹੈ ਪਲਾਂਟ ਦੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਖੁਰਾਕੀ ਤੱਤ ਆ ਉਹ ਸੜ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਜੇ ਬਚ ਜਾਣਗੇ ਤੇ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਇਸ ਮਿੱਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਰਹਿਣਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਧਰਤ ਹੋਰ ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਹੋਊਗੀ, ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਤਾਕਤਵਰ ਹੋਊਗੀ। ਫਸਲ ਦਾ ਵਾਧਾ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਪਹਿਲੇ 2-3 ਸਾਲ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਝਾੜ ਆ ਉਹ ਸਾਵਾਂ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ, ਪਰ ਉਦੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੱਕੇ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਝਾੜ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਵਾਧਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਲਦੀਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਗੁੱਲੀ ਡੰਡਾ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਮਰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂਗਾ, ਹੋਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਦਵਾਈਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਹਰ ਚੀਜ਼ 'ਚ ਇਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਇੱਕ ਰੋਹ ਪੈਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ। ਪਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਲਚ ਪ੍ਰੋਵਾਈਡ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੈਪੀ ਸੀਡਰ ਨਾਲ, ਦੂਜੇ ਜਾਂ ਤੀਜੇ ਸਾਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹ ਫਲੈਰਸ ਮਾਈਨਰ ਗੁੱਲੀ ਡੰਡਾ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ।
First of all, my name is Amir Kassam. I'm a university professor from England and also work with the Food and Agricultural Organization. We are part of a project monitoring team. We have come to look at all the things which we are told by the project manager here, Professor Dhaliwal, that this project is now producing results as we expected it would, and we are here to see for ourselves whether the results are in line with what we expect. And we know that this is new agriculture. Experience isn't there, knowledge isn't there, so farmers are are participating in this new adventure. It's a new adventure to test the new agriculture, but this new agriculture already in this project is showing that it is a lower cost agriculture. It is already saving farmers a lot of time and also money, fuel, but also it allows them to stop burning. And this project essentially is about stopping open burning. But farmers have been told this many years, stop burning because you're polluting the air. But finally we see that a system approach where there is better profit, there is better management, there's saving in water, saving in fuel, saving in time as well, then the farmers will say, oh gosh, and this is money, this is nutrient, biological nutrient which is worth every day, every time, saving, and basically just like in nature it just basically recycles itself. it rots, becomes mulch, and then the plants can take up. But more importantly, our soils here are very degraded. They don't look it, but when you look at the carbon content, organic matter content of the soil, it is 0.5%, 0.4%. We need to be around 1% carbon or 2% organic matter, and we can then start getting the best responses from our agrochemicals. Lastly, I was told that what they're finding is that because they can get into the land early, direct seeding and all that, they are finding that they can beat the pest pressure. The pests haven't developed, and farmers are already getting the crop in. This is now anecdotal evidence, but over time they will find more and more farmers will talk about it. Oh gosh, this year I have less problem with pests. And similarly, Professor Saab was telling us that there is greater stability with the wheat crop because the harvest is earlier, and by end of March they get full grains, and the wheat crop looks much better, and they've started early. They don't lose much time between rice and the wheat crop. So there are many advantages, and the farmers should see this very quickly if there is a good project which demonstrates in a participatory way. And Professor Saib has done this in exactly the right way. He's done it in a participatory way. Farmers are learning, everybody is learning, but most importantly, farmers' confidence is rising and say, oh, hum karenge, bas hum khud karenge, So the word is now going to spread because the advantages can be documented and also can be demonstrated.
So why you choose these 3 villages only?
Well, this was the choice of the Professor Saib. He applied for the project, put in an application, and we know that Punjab has been at the front line, but not just front line of progress, but with progress have come problems, and Punjab has to now rethink some of the aspects.
Degraded natural resources.
Exactly, we got to rethink our agriculture to make it regenerative, not degrading. Cost of inputs are just going up, and sometimes those inputs are polluting the whole environment, the water system, and then the burning part pollutes the atmosphere. So it is good to do this in Punjab to show to the progressive farmers that look, there is a new way forward now, and please look at it, test it. We got project money to show you how it is done, and then once you have confidence, we can all together go forward, bring in other farmers. So Punjab is a good place to start, and we know from historical reason that the Punjabi farmers they don't waste a lot of time. They go ahead, and so we're hoping that this experiment and this demonstration, participatory learning project, will have a high impact value here, than in areas where even the old agriculture hasn't taken off.
Sir, how you help them?
Sorry, how?
How you help them?
Well, our role is to hope that resources can be mobilized for the project, but also the projects should also be communicating these things to the government, because eventually scaling requires institutional support. Farmers cannot just do it themselves. Up to a point they can experiment themselves in their own world. But if you want 1,000 happy seeders to be delivered next season, then Professor Saib has to talk to the government. Yeah? And policymakers, scientists, the heads of research institutions should start believing in this and committing more work, rather than doing this work and that work and this. No, this is already a good way forward. So what we are here to hopefully help, hopefully have a follow-up project, more expanded project, get governments involved, several ministries involved, and make it a multi-stakeholder, value chain-based service provider demonstration that this can work, because it's working for the old system. But the old system is now degrading. We now need to replace it with a new system with similar support from the private sector, from the public sector, and I think that we soon can move forward faster. So that's, I think, with our
So
Yeah,
Jessica
I
will
could-
also.
Yeah. So I'm Professor Jessica McCarty. I'm Professor of Geography at Miami University in the United States, and I am a satellite data expert, and I'm using NASA and European Space Agency assets to quantify the emissions from open burning here in Punjab, and actually for all of India. And what we've been able to show in this demonstration project with Dr. Dhaliwal is that these villages that have adopted open burning have decreased emissions, better air quality. They are not the sources of smoke, and so when there are these fire maps in the media showing that Punjab is the source of all fire, we want to be more specific about that, right? And think about the communities that are not a problem, and this is an area that is not adding to that air pollution, right? This is a solution to the smoke that causes those air pollution episodes that we know so.
What's
we
your
would add one more thing.
Yeah.
That, as you know, climate change is now a big challenge.
Yeah.
India basically, its climate action is proposing solar panel, alternative energies, renewable energy. It has offered little in terms of agriculture becoming a mitigator. At the moment, agriculture is a big emitter of greenhouse gases, methane, carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide. And as Jessica was just saying, that this clean air part, avoiding burning, this is all going to help address impact of climate change. Here in the Himalaya region, your snow is melting faster because of burning.
Yeah.
And the black soot goes on the snow,
Yeah.
and it absorbs more radiation, for example, and that means it warms up faster. So there are many
Because of
negative.
greenhouse effect of the carbon
This
layer.
happened due to the greenhouse
Yeah.
effect.
Well, and then
Albedo.
albedo is an albedo effect, reflection of the red. But then think of ask the farmer. They will say we save 50% of the fuel.
Yeah.
50% जो बचा सकते हो. This is all carbon dioxide not going into the atmosphere, and then this is now going to basically be incorporated, will become part of your soil life. At the moment there is very little life left in the soil, and it requires food like we require food. Soil requires food as well, and this is the food.
Yeah.
And you will have earthworms galore. We just saw frogs, we saw butterfly, we saw ladybird. They're all here. You know why? Because this provides a better habitat for the and these are also natural enemies of the pest.
And these help.
Yeah, exactly. These are our friends, and
these are helping
so
factor.
there are a lot of other advantages. But climate change is a menace at the moment, and I think agriculture can make a major, huge contribution to mitigating climate change while having an adapted agriculture. You are a win-win-win-win-win situation.
And we're here to learn more about,
And of course,
right? And to I'm collecting some validation data, looking at these sites that Dr. Dhaliwal has been communicating with me for the past few years, seeing it in person, so that I know more about what is actually happening after I see the satellite products.
To know the ground reality, especially.
Yes, you must know the ground condition to be a good satellite data expert.
What do you expect today? Are you happy now here?
Oh, yes. I mean, I've been reading about and working with happy seeders in North America for a long time, but they're used in different systems and in different ways, and they're much larger, but haven't been adopted in quite the same way. And I think that this is an amazing story about community adopting a technology that's really helpful for agricultural yields and also climate action.
Now you are going to adopt more villages, I think.
I'm sorry?
They're asking about the extension.
Yeah.
You are scaling up this now.
Scaling up.
Oh,
Yeah.
so as a group, we have been, that was a part of our meeting here, was to think about how we can brainstorm and commit to stage 2 or stage 3 to scale this up. And so we are working with Dr. Dhaliwal to investigate new ways to further fund the expansion of this. So we're working on it. Can't promise anything right now, but we're working on it, and we want to see it expanded.
ਬੁਲੰਦ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਲਈ ਅਜਨਾਲਾ ਤੋਂ ਜਗਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੀ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ।